Welcome to another episode, everyone. As expected, Big Tony has a response to Avalon Blue. I just wanted to give Big Tony a chance to respond since I played what Avalon Blue had to say when he told Big Tony to stay in church and go to Sunday school and this and that. Figure he may have a response to that. He indeed does. Let me let him speak. In the interest of fairness, I wanted to give him a chance to speak to what Avalon Blue had put out.
Get them likes up, man. You know, it's like I said, y'all. A lot of the stuff that took place in the last few days, it would never have taken place on my watch. You know what I'm saying? But like I tell y'all all the time, me personally, I don't have the influence over there with those cats like that no more. Because I renounced myself. You know what I'm saying? I gave my life to God and I went a different path. So therefore, most of them ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying regardless. They're not gonna listen to me, even though the leadership over there is piss po. It's like ain't nobody over there got nothing to think with. But you know, hey, so I tend to kind of stay out their business, you know what I'm saying? Because if I get in their business, a lot of them like, man, what you doing in the business? You know what I'm saying? It's Avalon business. Like y'all seen the video that that Avalon Blue had put out saying, Big Tony, you know, go what he said, go to church, go to Bible study, go to all that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna do. I don't take a lot of people feel that that was disrespect, but it's not disrespect. I don't take it as disrespect because he told me something that I really need to be doing. I really need to be staying in church. I really need to be going to Bible study. You know what I'm saying? For real. I really need to be doing that because that's where my loyalty's lie. Because what they talk about over there ain't spit. You know what I'm saying? But now, I will say I seen in a couple of dudes' videos, I had some homies call me. A lot of homies called me. I had a lot of homies call Blue because of my video. Now y'all seen the video that I put up with the dude bowing down to the Mexican saying I'm sorry. A lot of people tried to get in Blue's head and make him think that I was saying that was him. That wasn't Blue. Blue is not that small. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't Blue. That was not meant for that. But now, you know, it's if he let people get in his head and make him think that that's on him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But then then when they turn around and they seen him make the video saying, Big Tony, that's my name, Big Tony, stay in church.
Big Tony.
You know what I'm saying? I am. Go to Bible study. I do. You know what I'm saying? And by all rights, that's where he need to be too, in church and in Bible study. That's where he he need to be beating me to church and Bible study. He really do.
It's Sunday.
But now, hey, to each his own.
Get in there.
But then as it went on, it was something said in there about,
no, wait a minute.
He made a statement about.
I'm about to say, no, it ain't Sunday. It's Sunday. Damn. Yeah. Avalon Blue. Go to church with Big Tony, boy.
He know people's secrets, and if people throwing rocks at him,
secrets. He
know they secrets, and then he went on to use the term busters and all that.
Busters. He knows what secrets he know. Keep it a secret, dog.
Now let me let y'all know, people out there in the foundation, that part was not directed toward me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I called him on the phone personally and like, hey man, who you talking to? What was that about? What you saying? What you talking about? Some secrets. That wasn't to me. He went on and let me know that it's a lot of other people that's throwing rocks at him and hiding their hands and saying a lot of other stuff to him that he know they secrets. Well, now whatever they secrets may be, he know they secrets. That's why he used the term busters and all that, because he would never use the term buster toward me, period. Not on his best day or on his worst day would he ever use that term to me. So that lets you know right there, all that part of it wasn't directed toward me. The only thing that was directed toward me was the part about stay in church and go and all this and that, which I'm not mad at him about that. Me and Blue been talking all day today, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's my little homie. Do he do some dumb stuff? Yes, he does. That's why a lot of us call him Can't Get Right. You know, that's a nickname we got for him, Can't Get Right. But at the end of the day, that's still my little homie, and I still love him. You know what I'm saying? When your kids do something wrong, you don't stop loving them, do you? No, you don't stop loving them. You might chastise them, but that don't mean you stop loving them. That's the same thing with me and Blue. Out of all the dudes that's left around there in that 5 Trey area right now, other than the dudes that's my age, I'm in my 60s. I'm 62 years old. Blue is only 55 years old. But I watched that youngster come to the set. I watched that youngster grow up into the set. You know what I'm saying? So I know him. I know him. The majority of them dudes over there, they don't know me, but Blue do know me. And I would never, ever, ever throw my homie away behind something like this. You know, like I said, he made a call that he thought was right. He made a call that he thought was right, y'all. I know it's a lot of y'all that's on this internet talking bad about him, y'all downing him, y'all just doing him bad. And the homie feel it, man. You know, he feel it, just so y'all know. The homie feel it, man. But I'm here to let y'all know. The homie got a good heart, man. He loved 5 Trey Avalon, man. And under his perspective, Blue felt that he was saving one of the little homies' lives. He really felt that he was saving one of the little homies' lives. And I explained to Blue.
And Tony started talking, his whole little tone changed when he started talking about Blue and defending Blue. Man, the homie, man, he really feel it, man. Oh, man. Now, I get it, man, you know. And as I said, I wanted to play this to give Tony a chance to put this part out there, you know, more than he's doing on his channel as well. I put the other parts out there, as I said, what Avalon Blue had to say, and my feelings on that whole situation. And I was pretty much done with it. I am done with it, but as I said, I figured Tony may respond. I just wanted to give him a chance to let it be known that him and Avalon Blue are good. As I suspected, they grew up together. They know each other. You know, since I said they're about the same age or whatever. I said that in my video yesterday, that they probably grew up together and all that since childhood. Lo and behold, yeah, Tony said he's the one that brought him around. This had to have been a long time ago. So these individuals are close. And as he said, they had been on the phone together all day. There's no situation there. There's no beef there. And, you know, some of it probably is Tony, you know, I don't want to say showing favoritism, but being partial to Blue. If it's someone else, then he may not be saying this. He may be saying, "Oh man, he was wrong," and that's just that. But he still pretty much said that the individual was wrong. But he, you know, but considering that it's someone that he knows and has been knowing since childhood, he is the one to speak on it and say the kind of person that Avalon Blue is, I suppose. He just saying that Avalon Blue he thought he was saving the dude's life. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how, you know, he put his life in danger. I mean, I guess so, you know, but no one else has put their life in danger by doing this certain stuff on the internet. So I don't see why his life would be in danger. Just defend him then, just make sure his life is not in danger. But nevertheless, you know, no need to beat a dead horse. It's neither here nor there. I'm pretty sure if Blue can do it differently, he would. At this point, he is being criticized. He has been criticized all over the internet. I am one of them. And, you know, but I won't criticize him any further because you have to give grace. None of us are perfect. We are all imperfect. And I may make a mistake, and not something like that, but something else. You know, right here on the internet. And then I want people to understand and forgive me and not beat me down about it day after day after day. I did it. I made the mistake. Not much I can do about it. I can't take it back. You know, I learned from it and move on. This is the objective, to learn from the mistake. Don't beat me up about it. He said Avalon Blue is feeling it. He's feeling this criticism that he's been getting on the internet. He's hearing this stuff from everywhere. He's been attacked in a lot of different spots, a lot of different places. Individuals from out of state. I saw an individual from a Minnesota gang or something came at him. I mean, it's people everywhere had something to say about the way he comported himself during that situation, and rightfully so, to tell you the truth. I mean, it did not look good. It was not a good look. Big Tony just said again right here that it would not have happened on his watch, that the leadership over there is piss poor. That's what he just said. He ought to know. He's been over there all of his life. At any rate, that's neither here nor there. That's, there's a lot of this stuff that's on the internet now, a lot of this gang stuff, a lot of this gang content and people's business, gang business. It's all over the place. That's just what it is now, apparently. It's probably not going to get any better. It may, but it may even get worse. We just have to see how it goes. But there it is. It's understandable that Tony is standing up for Blue. It's a fine line. You want to be true and stand true to what you believe in. That was some bull. And then also, you don't want to throw your boy under the bus who you didn't grow up with for all of your life. And I get it, tell you the truth. I get it. I get it because it's like I was going to do the video on 4 Extra and the Mexicans and him saying that they were his brothers and this and that, but he never says that a black man is his brother. Someone else had mentioned it on Instagram to me too, early this morning and last night for me to do that video. And I was going to do it. But then I thought while I was ironing this shirt this morning before this video, I said, well, would I do the video if the dude was from Hoover? Would I do the video, because I was going to call him a sellout and all this, 4 Extra. And I said, even if I felt that way and the dude was from Hoover and he was a respectable dude from Hoover, like 4 Extra is a respectable individual from 40s. He one of their main dudes and this and that. So this is one of the main dudes from Hoover who has an immense respect and this and that. When I get on the internet and say, man, this dude is a sellout over what he said, no. Even if I felt that way, I just wouldn't publicize it. So then I shouldn't do it against 4 Extra either. And so I decided not to do that video for that reason. That I said to myself, I know I wouldn't do it if it was one of my homies or one of my G homies or whatever. So it's not right for me to do it now. At any rate, I get, where Tony's coming from. This is his friend, his childhood friend. And he's saying, no, he was wrong, but he's also saying, man, he ate people, like bag up off of him. He made a mistake. That's why we call him Can't Get Right. He's not perfect, but he's someone who was trying to do the right thing. He thought he was just trying to save the young homie life, and he loves the hood. He loves the city. He's trying to do peace in the community and this and that. He made a mistake, as far as I'm concerned. But, we ain't got to beat him over the head about it the rest of the year. He made a mistake. I'm pretty sure he knows that now. He received his backlash for it. Let's move on, man.
Blue, I said, Blue, I understand that. I said, but when you put in a position of leadership and you put in a position to where you have to make calls and make decisions, sometimes you have to make the unpopular decision. And Blue, he understands that. We done said that back and forth to each other before. What he didn't take into account was the fact that he did something to help one person, the little homie Tone, but he didn't look at the fact that what he did was going to reflect on 400-500 other people. You feel what I'm saying? Avalon does not consist of just 1 or 2 people, man. You got every homie from 40 Avalon. You got every homie from 5 Trey. You got every homie from 11-6. You got every homie from 8-8. You know what I'm saying? And what was done on the internet, and when you use the word Avalon, it reflects on all of them. It reflects on a homie that's locked up in prison. It reflects on a homie that's in county jail. It reflects on the little young homies in that reflects on all of them. And that's what one of the things I was trying to get Blue to understand. You got to take all that into account. Now you have 50 million people on the internet talking bad about Avalon, saying this, saying that, calling them marks, busters, scaries, calling them the get along gang, calling them all this and that. But y'all got to realize everybody from Avalon did not agree with that. Everybody from Avalon was not down with that. So don't take it out on everybody from Avalon, man. You know, deal with the people that y'all seen involved with that and leave the rest of Avalon out of that, man. You know, and like I say, still at the end.
Well, that's one individual. Blue, shit, that's one individual that was involved in that I've seen, that put it out there on the internet, put himself out there on the internet, said what he said. And this Tone was on the internet as well, obviously, and he was sitting down with Blue when he received his charges and was found guilty. But he didn't, he wasn't not a willing participant in this shit show. He was just there because he had to be. I'm sure he didn't want no parts of this nonsense. But yeah, of course, it's not all of the Avalons. I used to stay on 40th and Central, right in the 40 Avalon hood. Right there, I know all them dudes. That was around back then. That was in 97 when I was living over there. And I know a gang of Avalon, period. I got some real partners from 8-8 and 11-6. All of them, man, 5 Trey. They some solid dudes. It's not all of the Avalon, that's for sure. They got some hitters, man. They got some real hitters over there, bro. Don't get it twisted. It didn't look good. People gonna put it on the game because this dude was out there acting like he was speaking for the game. But even if he was, it'll just be for one section. He got, as he just said, they got 4 different 8-8, 11-6, 40, 5 Trey.
End of the day, man, Avalon Blue, that's my homie, man. He been there with me my whole being when I did my last 23 years. Blue I was able to call him. When I couldn't call nobody else, I was able to call Blue, and he always been there. So, I love the homie. And it's just, it's just like the old saying goes, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. But now, even with the homie making a statement, stay in church, go to Bible study, I thank you for that because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to differentiate from that. I'm going to stay in church and I'm going to stay in Bible study. But now I've seen people lately say, man, well, Tony or Cartoon, you still in Avalon business. You still in Avalon business. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Avalon business comes to me. Now, other than the videos y'all see me make about certain people, certain people, like when I put the video up about my homie X-Con and A-Loke and them, yeah, I can do that. They're my homies. I can make videos about them. That ain't nothing. Any stories that I might tell you about my past life, gang banging, or what I did, I'm gonna do that. That's my right to do that. But as far as being in Avalon business, like this situation that just happened, let me tell you something. I didn't go looking for it. I didn't get on the phone and call around for it. None of that. I woke up to it. I woke up to it being in my phone. I woke up to 50 million phone calls. I don't call them about Avalon business. They call me about Avalon business. I don't call them trying to figure out what they doing, who doing it, where doing it, only until it comes.
Man, damn, Tony getting a whole lot of super chats right here. I'm gonna have to start back going live. He getting a whole lot of money. Damn, let me make one and another one. CRO X30, where you at if I go live? Jeez. All right. And Tony, Tony's just explaining, of course, he's criticized sometimes, somewhat, for speaking on gang politics, speaking on gang business, LA gang politics, LA gang business, and he's no longer a member. As he said, he renounced it and gave his life to God. So, I understand that, but I say at the same time, who else better to speak on it than someone like Tony, who was, as long as you're not glorifying it. you're just giving your life story and you're talking about what's going on in the politics now, it's okay because he's well versed in it. It's like, a retired homicide detective can still sit down and talk to you about his life experience and what he knows about that field, how to solve homicides, because he did it for 40 years. Even though he's not doing it anymore, he still has the wit, the smart, the knowledge to pass on to the next generation to get him a leg up. This is an individual who gang banged for a very long time, who was in and out of prison for a very long time. So who better to speak about prison than someone who's been there and doesn't want to go back and is telling you not to go back? Who better to speak on gangs than someone who was involved in a gang, had rank inside of a real notorious gang in LA? Yes, he's no longer a part of that and doesn't want you to be a part of it either. And is telling you what that life is, this is what's going on over there. If he can't speak on it, then who the hell can? He lived a life. Right? Okay, he's not living it right now. Good. Shouldn't be. But he has lived it. And not only that, he didn't do anything wrong when he left the game. He didn't go PC. He didn't snitch. He didn't do something, get kicked out of his hood, get kicked off. He didn't get put off. He didn't leave in disgrace. He bowed out gracefully. He just said, okay, hell, he's 62 years old. He's supposed to be walking around with a cane, throwing up crip. Got to get out at some point. Jeez. So he said, okay, I'm good. And I gave you all I had. I gave you my whole life. I gave you all I got. I ain't got nothing left. The few years I got left on earth, is all right if I lay down with my wife and cuddle with her for a few years. I gave y'all 50. I got 5 left. I mean, no, I'm not saying that. I don't know. Hopefully you got 50 left, Tony. I'm just saying, can I spend what I got left with my boo? God dang. And I can't speak on it because I'm not over there on the corner smoking a blunt, drinking a 40 at 60 years old. I'm not hanging out at the store no more. So I can't speak on what's going on. And it's still my community. I still love them people. I still want everyone to do better. And I still have experience about all of this stuff. I lived it. So yeah, I can't speak on it. I lived it. The hell? If they can make movies about it in Hollywood and they ain't never been over there to the hood and I lived this shit for 50 years, if they can speak on it, I can too. If Adam 22 can speak on it, I can too. The hell?
Comes to me.
So anyway, yeah, that's all right, Tony. You ain't got to explain yourself, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Shout out to Big Tony. My guy, that's my guy right there. Big Tony's a good dude, man. None of us are perfect, man. The hell? He can speak on it, bro. He lived it like he lived it. In LA, stomped down. He can't talk about the life that he lived and didn't do nothing. He didn't, as I said, get put off. He did some. You're a buster now. You're a snitch. And okay. And you're like, man, well, I don't want to hear from you, man. Whatever. You got dudes out here that done snitch, went bad and all that. They got channels. They talking about gang life and gang politics. They not from their gang no more. They got stumped out, spit on, and kicked out for doing all kind of stuff. Man, get out of here. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Avalon Blue, it's all good. Shout out to Avalon Blue, bro. You know what I mean? None of us are perfect, homie. That's it. And none of us are perfect. I was hot about that situation, as you all know. I mean, I said that out there. Whatever. I still don't think it was right. It was some bull. Shit. I'm sure he knows that now, and none of us are perfect. He did that, ain't nothing he could do. He can't take it back. Time to move on. I mean, if he could take it back, he probably would. So, God forbid I do something wrong. One of you do something wrong. We gonna want someone to hit us upside the head, let us know we did something wrong. And then, all right, man, don't hold it against me for the rest of my life. Give me a chance to grow from it. You told me what I did wrong. Give me a chance to correct it and move on. You gonna use this against me 5 years from now? Golly. So at some point, we gotta let it go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Big Tony, it's Sunday, boy. He said he need to go to church and Bible study. Get in that Bible, boy. Stay safe and stay free, people.